Do you ever think about why you listen to the music that you listen to? Or like why anyone listens to music that they listen to? Like what are the things that people like in music that makes it enjoyable for them? I'm not a scientist, I don't have any background in this, but I thought about it a lot and I think I'm onto something. There's many factors, obviously. I think environmental, like whatever people around you are listening to is what you tend to listen to. Majority of listeners will like pop music because there's something about pop music that is so catchy. It's like the rhythm and the patterns that we enjoy. And I think in general, like human minds are always gravitating towards pattern because it's some sort of certainty. And I'm sure there's something even like spiritual about music that is deeper than what we hear, or maybe even the frequencies. I think a lot of music is connected to emotion. And when I say that, I mean like the music that we listen to, especially as we become older, like the certain sounds and the certain themes, whether consciously or not, there's something that we gravitate to because we felt it before. So like there's songs that we have connected with emotions, or there's certain sounds that I think we connect with emotions that make us like the music. And I think it happens on the subconscious level. Like there's been music that I have liked just off like just off listening to the beats and to like not really paying attention to the lyrics, and I like the song. And then when I learn more about the lyrics, I'm like, man, this is hitting home, and I like the song even more. Like I think our minds can comprehend music and themes and feelings of the music more than we know we can, and that's what makes us gravitate towards certain sounds. And I think people who listen to a lot of music don't necessarily have a wider range of emotions. They're more precise on the emotions that they do feel and know the music that could connect with it. All right, you're staying in here. Like if you think of the most generic emotions, like sadness, happiness, anger, depression, happiness, anger. I can't think of any other emotions. But if you think of those, I think music can hit you to a certain like moment that you're feeling something. And sometimes I've heard people, like older people, like when they hear music, like they can even smell things. They can see colors. And I think that's so cool that like there's songs that everyone has that probably brings them back to a time. The more music we consume, the more songs connect to those already like had feelings and already had experiences that music can kind of evoke. I have a theory that like all music is either being in love or being out of love. And not even like a relationship wise, like it has to be more broad than that. Like artists make music that impacts them in a certain way. And I think the strongest feelings or the most memorable feelings are the ones of being in love or getting out of love. I think that's how we consume music. Like we consume music based on the emotions that we have, and we connect songs with that. Like people who listen to a variety of music tend to have higher emotional intelligence. Again, I'm no scientist. I could be completely wrong, but I mean, that's how I understand it. I used to grow up watching a lot of like VH1 Behind the Music, and when you hear these people talk about how these songs were made, it's always about like these deep feelings and deep emotions. And when you talk to people who like these songs, it's always about the deep feelings and emotions that they had when they first heard it or when they heard it at a certain time. And it's true, you can potentially have a song connected to a moment and it'll stick with you forever. Philosopher out here. I think it helps. I think it helps us learn more about our emotions. You obviously, like anything, you can consume something in a way that's different than what the person who made it intended it to be. And I think that's cool. But I also think that it's crazy when like you understand a song a certain way, even if it's not so obvious, and the artist had that same intention. And it's somehow crazy that like both of you guys understand each other. Yeah, so next time you listen to music, are you in love? Are you out of love? Woo!